Well, it's Sunday morning, everybody. I hope that you are just as blessed as I am, even more so. I know that I'm blessed to be out here. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Tony. Jonathan. Jonathan, how's Sue? Hello, Gail. Praise God. Still praying for her several times a day. Yeah, that takes about 30 days. Hey, Brent. In about 60 to 90 days, her heart will quieten down and she won't be able to hear it beat anymore. Morning, Graham. Yeah, yesterday was the first day of fall. Me too, brother. All right. This morning, we'll go ahead and give a warning. This morning is going to be painful for some to hear. I'm getting your feet this morning. And I'm going to be using my own situations as examples instead of using somebody else's today. But we're going to look at John chapter 15, verse 13. And it reads, Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Greater love hath no man have than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Oh, Brother Bud, it is Sunday. I hear it all the time. Brother Cecil, I'd die for my friends. Liar, you won't even pick up the phone when they call. How are you going to say that you'd lay down your life for somebody you won't even pick up the phone for? Whoo! Good morning. Yeah, it's going to be one of them. You know, I've got a good friend, Chris Define. Old Chris works. He's a therapist. And he also drives for Uber or Lyft or somebody. He works a lot. If I send him a message and say, I need to talk to you at your earliest free moment, at his earliest free moment, I'm going to hear from him the second he's free. That is a good friend. I've got friends that don't work that I can pick up the phone right now and I can call them. And if they're awake, Logan, Monkey, Ewok, they'll answer the phone. And then I've got friends that are too busy doing household chores, that are too busy with guests that have popped up at their house, that are just too busy to pick up the phone. I can only need them when it's convenient for them. And honey, I'm here to tell you something. If your friends are friends to you only when it's convenient for them, they ain't your friends. You're their boredom toy. How you doing? But Jesus chose us. We didn't choose him. He chose us. He chose us to be his friends. Jesus doesn't want robots. Jesus wants friends. People he didn't mind laying his life down for. People that wouldn't mind laying theirs down for him. Tell me something. Do you not listen to preachers when you would normally listen to preachers because somebody's in your house? If you would normally listen to a preacher like me from 9 in the morning to 10 in the morning, would you just not tune in if you had somebody in your house? Unless you wanted that person to know that you were religious, so they'd look at you and go, well, look at what a religious person they are. I was overdoing their vital signs and they were listening to preaching. Honey, they wouldn't even stop that preaching for me to do their vital signs. They're so religious. Wow. If that's the reason why you listen, you listen for the wrong reason. If you're not in this chat for Jesus, you're in this chat for the wrong reason. It's that simple. You know, I got friends that they clackety text me and message me over on Facebook. And if I tell them, hey man, I'm streaming, some of them get sideways and offended that I told them I was streaming. Others apologize. Oh, sorry, didn't know. What I'm trying to tell them is you can type what you need to tell me in the stream chat and I can answer you with my voice and not have to wreck a tractor while I'm trying to type. I'm not putting you off. I'll have you right now. Just come over to the stream where I'm at, or I can have you and keep doing what I'm doing at the same time. I'll make you part of what I'm doing. I'm not putting you off. I'm telling you to come over there so that we can continue our conversation. Morning, James. Ash April. You know, when my wife died, I had a lot of friends tell me, you just call me if you need me. When I called them, they were too busy to talk. Last night, I was in a coughing fit for 2.5 hours. It was awful. And I got to a point to where I was hurting so bad, I felt like somebody had a pickup truck with a chain around my shoulders and somebody with a chain around my ankles, and they were trying to drive in opposite directions and pull me apart. That's what I felt like. Okay. But I didn't call anybody. Well, why not, Brother Cecil? Because I was trying to be a good friend and not disturb my friends while they were resting. It's called being a respectful friend. But there are people that I can pick up the phone anytime, day or night, and I can call them, and they're right there. And then I've got other people that say I can call them, but if somebody's at their house, they can't talk right now. If something's going on outside, they can't talk right now. If somebody's on the phone somewhere in their house, they can't talk right now. But they wonder why I stopped calling. They stopped calling. Or I stopped calling them, rather. Jesus is looking for the kind of friend that don't care who's in his house, what's on the computer, what's on the television, what's on the telephone, that just don't care what's going on. They'll profess him Lord of Lords no matter what, even if it means their own life, they'll still do it. That's the kind of friend Jesus is looking for. Jesus is not looking for a friend of convenience. He's not looking for a friend of need. He's looking for a friend indeed. How about that? And if you can't even be a friend to me, how you going to be a friend to Jesus? If you can't be a friend to each other, how you going to be a friend to Jesus? I keep hearing a Michael W. Smith song in my head this morning. And friends are friends forever, if the Lord's the Lord of them. And a friend will not say never, or the friendship will not end. It's hard to let you go, but in my Father's house I know that a lifetime's just too long to live without friends. Like I said at the very beginning of this, gonna be some sore toes and buttholes this morning, because I was coming for you. I wasn't kidding. It's time that we are as good a friend to each other as Jesus is to us, and that we're as good a friend to Jesus as Jesus is to us. It's time for us to earn the term friend. And if you can't, wear the term acquaintance. All right? Now, I'm going to get off here and go over there because I got to get started streaming here in a little bit because I got to try to make a nickel. I got bills to pay and groceries to buy and no money to do it. So, y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. Watch that football. And I will holler at y'all tomorrow. Love you. Not nearly as much as God, but love you. Bye now.